Beloved Masters, the majority of humanity has forgotten that within the universal laws, there is a God-given right which allows each human being to reclaim the ability to commune with the Ascended Masters and the great beings of the higher realms. Internal communication is a direct sharing of thoughts without words or sound, and this is your natural state of being. However, there are prerequisites and conditions that must be attained before you can access the universal telepathic airways. While in your pyramid of light in the fifth dimension, ask that your guardian, guides, and angelic helpers join you there. Ask your personal council of light to assist you in your endeavors, to strengthen your resolve, and to give you the power, will, and wisdom that you need to move into the next level of spiritual awareness. You are in a critical phase of your spiritual growth process, whereby you are being asked to release all that is holding you back from the spiritual freedom that you are seeking. This means dysfunctional and restrictive relationships, harmful, addictive, and negative habits and thought patterns, and possessions that are taking too much of your time, effort, and abundance. During the shifting of the ages cycle, you are experiencing a great variety of transformative changes. You are reclaiming all the personal fragments of energy thought forms that you created during your long journey into physical expression. You are reuniting with the many sparks of consciousness that make up your divine self and your soul family. And you are also striving to become a spiritual human adult while existing in an ever-expanding, multidimensional realm of physicality. Those of you who have laid the groundwork and are well on your way to self-mastery are now ready for the next level of spiritual awareness. You, the star seed, the brave ones who have suffered through and emerged triumphant from many dark nights of the soul, in order to purge yourself of old, self-limiting concepts and energy patterns, are now ready to step to the foreground as the vanguard of evolving humanity and the inhabitants of the light, bright and refreshed earth. You must consciously examine your beliefs and discard those which no longer serve your greatest good. You must remove yourself from the restrictions and distortions of the collective conscious belief patterns of the past. By doing so, you will gradually be lifted from the stifling density of the third and fourth dimensional environment. You must disentangle yourself from the confinement of misplaced obligations, real or imagined restrictions, and distorted, debilitating beliefs of the lower realms of physicality. Being in the world but not of it is one of the most important truths that a budding master must learn and apply. Your main goal is to return to an acceptance spectrum of duality, whereby your energetic signature is vibrating at a harmonious frequency pattern, which is compatible with the mid-fourth dimension or higher. This is the required level of harmonious frequencies needed to tap into the power and magic of the transmuting violet flame, and begin to access and use a full measure of adamantine particles of creator light. This light is consciousness, and as you assimilate it and activate it with your loving intention, the gift of higher consciousness is yours to use and share. Never forget, this creator light is your lifeline to all that is. The world within is filled with magic, wonderment, and access to abilities that are beyond your imagining. You have spent a much longer time in the non-physical reality than you have in a physical body. Earthly existence is merely a moment in time compared to the eternity of the higher realms. Your sacred mind is a storehouse of past experiences, wisdom, and cosmic law. When the soul merges fully with the sacred heart, it is a grand reunion of monumental proportion. The soul, your intention, and your inner sensory abilities are all etheric light sources. When your intentions are centered in love and projected with purity, you become a powerful source of sacred fire energy. Some time ago, we gave you the message entitled, "You are the in-breath of the Creator." In that message, we told you, there have been some misconceptions about the in-breath, and the popular belief has been that the Creator will breathe in all that has been created. And this is not true. The Creator is sending forth its radiance to incorporate all the magnificence that has ever been created. Beloved ones, you are the in-breath. You will breathe in the essence of the Creator as you ready your human vessel to receive more and more refined light and the rarefied vibrational frequencies of the higher realm. You, in your human vessel, will incorporate the essence of the Creator that is permeating the earth plane as well as the entire universe. We cannot emphasize enough how important the breath is in reclaiming your divine nature. Not the shallow breathing that the majority of people on earth have accepted as the proper way to breathe. This type of shallow breathing has resulted in many debilitating symptoms and diseases, as well as limiting your intake of divine essence, which is critical to your well-being and the reclamation of your vessel of light. We have explained and emphasized the infinity breath, the accordion breath, and how important it is the practice of breathing with intention. The infinity breath could be called the ascension breath, for it aligns your galactic chakras with your physical vessel and returns the passageways to a higher dimension. It speeds up the process of building your ascending vehicle of light called the Merkava. It also facilitates the opening of the portal to your sacred mind and the front and back portals to your sacred heart. The accordion breath facilitates a double benefit. It draws forth the adamantine particles stored within your root chakra, and also the adamantine particles stored within your etheric replica, located within your fifth dimensional personal pyramid of light, which flow forth from the city of light in which you have established a connection. This supplies a continuous flow of creator particles to and through your physical vessel, then out into your personal creator wheel and ultimately out into the world of form. In the past, we have spoken about rhythmic breathing, which could be called the sacred breath. When practiced regularly, this technique will energize your body form and improve your health, for it will supply your physical being with the radiant particles of godlight needed for optimum performance and longevity. It is also an effective way to radiate the violet flame or adamantine particles of light out into the world of form for the benefit of all. The sacred breath entails deep in-breathing, which begins in the lower abdomen. Breathe slowly and deeply as you extend the stomach and then the chest area, as you envision the breath slowly rising up and out of the crown chakra. When you have filled the lungs to the maximum, hold the breath for the same span of time as the in-breath. Envision a ball of light slowly moving down your column of light as you gradually release the breath, drawing the stomach in as you hold the breath the same length of time before beginning the next in-breath. You should state your intention or affirmation before you begin the sacred breath, such as radiating the violet flame or adamantine particles of light out into the world, or any of the brief affirmations you have been given. In order to get the rhythm of this type of breathing in the beginning, you may wish to breathe into a count of 5 or 7, hold for the same count, breathe out and hold for the same count until you are comfortable with the process. All 4 actions should be of the same duration with a smooth, fluid, effortless motion. This is a wonderful group activity and a powerful method for spreading the violet flame and divine light of the Creator. As you become accustomed to the deep rhythmic breathing, you will no longer be comfortable with the short, shallow breathing technique used by the masses. Recently, a dear dedicated soul asked this important question. I have a question about the practice of forgiveness. I forgive everyone with whom I have shared conflicting, discordant energy during my present or past lives, and I return to them wrapped in a bubble of love all negative memories, impacted energies, and probable futures we have created. I have been doing this daily and have found it to be extremely powerful. My question is, why do we return the memories, energies, and probable flames to other people? Why not release them altogether, perhaps into the violet flame? Our beloved messenger's answer to her was, when we forgive others through our loving intention, we return the negative vibrational patterns we have created back into neutral light substance. However, the other person's vibrational patterns are still in the original discordant forms that were created during the negative interaction between the parties involved. We cannot transform their negative energy. They have to do that themselves. However, by wrapping their negative vibrations in love, we are sending them a gift of adamantine particles, along with their negative thought forms. And if they so desire, it will give them a gift of love light with which they can transmute their negative thought patterns more easily. If they choose not to accept the gift and thereby not learn the lesson involved, it will manifest again through another person and situation. However, we are released from that karmic interaction, and we will never have to experience it again. We have gained the wisdom from the experience, for we have responded in a loving, masterful way. That is why Archangel Michael tells us, you cannot change anyone else. You can only change yourself, which will change the dynamics between you. It is the same with the love light we send out via our personal creator wheel. It not only benefits us and helps us to manifest what we desire for the greatest good, but we are encased and moving in an auric field filled with adamantine particles of love light. That is why people wish to be near us, and why they feel inspired and lifted in our presence. If they open their hearts to the gift, they will receive an infusion of God light through us, and it is the same with the iridescent pink ray of divine love of the goddess, and also the transforming violet flame. We become bearers and conveyors of the divine energy when we move into a state of balance and harmony, and have aligned ourselves with our I Am presence, and sincerely ask that everything we think, do, and say is for the greatest good of all. Remember, Archangel Michael said that the most beneficial gift of tithing is to share the Creator love light that we receive with others, until the time comes when they can access that beloved gift for themselves. Allow us to give you some more thoughts to contemplate. The reality of the senses, physical body consciousness. When you are in the flow of the Spirit, you will exist very lightly in your body with no pain or discomfort. You may experience diminished bodily sensations except for an expanded feeling of love within the heart area, and you will experience a great sense of well-being and harmony. You must become aware of your physical body consciousness as your body elemental wakes up, so to speak. Gradually, it will begin to work harmoniously with you to correct all the miscreations you have manifested within your bodily form, due to erroneous thought forms. Over time, you will become more sensitive to your body elemental signals. You are constantly being bombarded by the input of the 5 physical senses. Moment to moment, you are either evolving or devolving. Nothing remains static. Problems arise when there's a lack of attunement or empathetic alignment with others. A negative environment caused from self-serving, inharmonious conduct often results in friction and alienation. Each person must closely examine their own feelings, actions, and projections of life energy, because when it is tainted or misqualified, it is potentially disturbing and destructive rather than empowering and constructive. Do not deny yourselves the blessing of the physical realm, which are your divine birthright, by becoming a devout ascetic like so many who in the past sought ascension through denial by forsaking all worldly pleasures. This path does not lead to self-mastery and enlightenment. Centered self-awareness, pure thoughts, and the ability to rise above the discord created by hate, resentment, jealousy, and greed are the quickest way to tame the ego and to return to a balanced and harmonious state of being. When you reach a certain level of self-mastery, we encourage you and endeavor you to get your attention by intensifying the love light within your sacred heart. It could be called a spiritual light infusion. If you can view all that is presently in your life as transitory, except the love light and spiritual fire within your heart soul, then you will know what we are trying to convey to you. Release your fear of the past and future. Eliminate the emotional and mental controls others have over you, and become the free spirit you are meant to be. We are ever near to assist and inspire you. You are loved profoundly. I am Archangel Michael. So be it.